everybody, Erica Serwin here, and I've got a Halloween project for you today. This was actually my Stamp Club to Go project in September, and it was so fun. I had a really good time coming up with an idea for this stamp. And you can see inside is a toothbrush from the dollar store, but nobody wants a toothbrush on Halloween, so how about we add candy to it, okay? So this candy, I searched high and low for these, and I will put a link on my blog where I found them on Amazon. They're actually called lizard lips, so I don't know if you can see, but they're gummy fangs. So after the kids eat their gummy fangs, then maybe they will use their toothbrush. But this Brush Your Fangs stamp is from Creep It Real, which is in the very back of the holiday catalog, the back cover, and it is so fun. I've seen some fun things with this online. So of course, I mean, you automatically want to go for a toothbrush. Now, I didn't go with typical Halloween colors just out of necessity, because if this is a mouth, we need to use some red for the lips and whatnot. And the toothbrushes, you can actually find them in different colors. You'll just have to kind of shop around to see how you want to do that. Now, I put the toothbrush and the candy in one of Stampin' Up's 2x8 cello bags. I'll have a link to those on my blog as well, and they fit nicely in there. Okay, so let's get started. You're gonna need a piece of real red and a piece of shimmer white. Now, why did I use the shimmer white? Because I'm going to use the watercolor pencils for that, okay? And that will work better on shimmer white. Now, I'm gonna stamp it in basic black on real red, and you gotta push kind of good because it's a big solid stamp. You wanna make sure it gets colored in all around. And let's do it here really well. Push down, make sure we've made contact. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to cut different parts of this out. On this one, only the outside mouth will show. And here, we're actually going to cut around this inside line right here. And I needed this part right here to not be white. That's like your gums. And so I'm using our watercolor pencil Real Red, and I'm doing lightly. I don't need a strong red color, but I wanted it to be in the same color family, as the Real Red. I didn't want it to clash at all. So that's why I decided to use the same color as the cardstock. Now I'm going to take my aqua painter and just go around, and you can see it does not look red because I'm doing it really light. I didn't push very hard. The aqua painter will turn this, kind of activate it into an ink and move it around and make it nice and smooth all around. Okay, now I thought, it needs something else. So I got my Wink of Stella, and I'm gonna color in those fun teeth. The kids are gonna absolutely love this. I'm gonna color in those teeth with my Wink of Stella. All of them. And there we go. Now, I'm gonna set it aside just for a minute to dry. It doesn't take very long, but I just wanna make sure it's nice and dry. And I'm gonna come over here and cut this one out. You're gonna need a good pair of scissors, small scissors preferably. These are Stampin' Up paper snips. They're 10 bucks, and they are awesome. I use them. They're very, very sharp, and I use them all the time. They're good. The smaller scissors are good for fussy cutting because you can move around a lot. When you have big bulky scissors, it's harder to get in those little small nooks and crannies. And when you are cutting out something, when you are fussy cutting, you want to stay on the outside of the black line, just barely. When you cut up the black line, your cuts are not going to be perfectly smooth, and that's going to cause the eye to see that you didn't cut it very well. But when we cut on the outside of the black line, your uneven cuts won't be the black part, it'll be the red part, and nobody can really see that on the outside. The eye focuses on that black line. So when you're cutting, try to cut right on the outside of the black line. Now here, another tip, you guys, is to cut off as much cardstock as you can. That makes turning it easier. So now here we're going to cut along this smaller line right here. And you want to turn the paper, not turn the scissors. That'll help kind of keep that smooth cutting motion. Go all the way. I cut out a bunch of these for my Stamp Club members, and it really was not too bad. It's not real intricate cutting, it's just cutting along the outside line, which is pretty easy. All right, so this is called paper piecing, when you stamp something on different colors of cardstock and then you piece them together. Now I can see this one, I can see a little bit of that white sticking out against the red, so I'm going to trim that off. So when you set it down, you can kind of see where you might have missed a little bit, and you want to go back and just trim off carefully. All right, so line that up, and there you have it. All right, so what did I use for the rest of it? This is a 2x6 piece of the Spooky Halloween paper. I forget the name. Spooky Night Designer Series paper. And then a 1x5 from the same Designer Series paper. And I used the banner punch on the end. And I'm just going to make 2 little flags. Now I wanted to put lots of goodies on here. So I got a strand of, these are our basic black mini sequins. This is the red tinsel that is with Christmas stuff, but I think red goes perfectly well with this because we are talking about some fangs and maybe a vampire in there. And then this is the black, the vintage black lace. So I'm just going to fold them all in half and kind of bunch them together like that and put them up here at the top. And you want to get a stapler and staple it down. That is the easiest way to get that on there. All right, I'm going to trim that red a little bit. Guys, honestly, I did not measure on these trims. I just pulled some off and stuck it on. There's no, it's not necessary to make them, you know, exactly a certain length. All right, now we're going to take some dimensionals and put our fangs over here on the side, right here. Okay, and then what I did, let's use this one. I got one of our binder clips, and I'm going to clip it on to this package. The toothbrush goes all the way to the top, so I thought, well, it's going to be hard to kind of seal that down, so we'll just clip this on. And then I'm just going to hold it like that. Then I got my favorite ribbon in the world, our black striped ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a knot. And I don't have my good scissors here. Let's see if I can make a clean image. These are not my ribbon scissors, but yeah, pretty good, right? All right, now to get that ribbon to stick, you guys, you're gonna need hot glue. Okay, just a little bit of hot glue there, and put that right there. And there you have it, a fun alternative to candy, and something kind of thematic that goes with the theme of the stamp. And I think that would be a fun thing to hand out. If you need to hand out treats that don't include candy for some reason, then take the candy out and maybe put a little toothpaste in there. You can get little travel size toothpaste and bulk toothbrushes on Amazon also. So check your dollar store, check Amazon, and these are great, inexpensive Halloween treats. All right, you guys, all the products, everything, the measurements are listed over on my blog. If you're watching on YouTube, click on the link at the bottom, hop over to my blog, and you'll be able to see all the photos and find the product information. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.